Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a UFO activity video, an addendum to the Colores, Brazil video I did several years ago. Before I get into this, though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including a fun little story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. It's called The House Off Farrago Road. Hope you get it. Hope you like it. All right. Colores, Brazil, the Addendum. I did a video several years ago about the UFO invasion in Colores, Brazil in 1977. Go and check that video out. I think it's in the first playlist, if I'm not mistaken. Some new information has come out about that situation, and I felt it justified an update. So here we go. The government of Brazil did investigate that situation at the time. Some of the new information that came out about that investigation includes, ready? The length of the investigation was about 6 months. The Brazilian military spent 6 months at a specific spot on the beach, and at the same time they were having their personnel ferried from that spot to a nearby island off the coast in local fishing boats. The threat level must have been significant because at one point the military handed out firearms, weapons, or guns to the ship's crews. These are civilian fishermen being armed by the military in response to a perceived threat. As a veteran, I can tell you that for military personnel to arm civilians in a given area, that is a serious and significant thing. That is a last resort type of a deal. They must have felt that there was a threat. The American CIA was reportedly involved in this investigation. The CIA agents on the little island there allegedly had equipment which they were using to try and communicate with the hundreds of UFOs that overflew them daily, nightly. In fact, according to local investigators, when the dictatorship in Brazil fell, the bulk of the investigation's records and documents were sent to the American CIA. This information allegedly included audio recordings of beings not native to this planet. Yeah. This presumably was part of the attempts to communicate with the occupants of the UFO fleets. Yeah. I didn't know about that part before. That's crazy. A veil of secrecy still hangs over this situation, even to the point of people being threatened and being scared to speak up. That's in Brazil. All right. Another aspect of this case is that it is ongoing. To this day, residents of the area continue to regularly see UFOs during the day, disc-shaped craft and other shapes of craft, and fleets of lights in the sky at night. Most of the residents believe these UFOs are extraterrestrial in origin. Roughly half of the residents have seen the UFOs during daylight hours. Most have seen the lights at night. The attacks are much less frequent these days. Is that because the CIA was successful in communicating with the aliens? Is it because the aliens got all the information that they needed? If the aliens got all of the information that they needed from skin and blood samples, why then are they still frequenting the area? There's a lot of questions about this. Is there a UFO base in the area? Possibly a submerged base off the coast? Who knows? What we do know is that in 1977, UFOs attacked the people of Colores, Brazil. 2 women died as a result of those attacks. Another man, a military officer who was part of the investigation, died from an apparent suicide years after telling what he knew to a pair, years later, after telling what he knew to a pair of journalists. Many more people were attacked. This is indeed an invasion by forces unknown to the United States, or unknown to us, humans, and the skirmishes of that invasion continue to this day. The people of Colores, Brazil are still bearing the brunt of these attacks. My concern there, you don't hear anything about this in the news. You don't hear, there's not militaries of the world rushing to defend Colares, Brazil. If they're not going to defend a little island like that, just off the coast of Brazil there, what would happen if the aliens attack another place, maybe in the U.S.? What happened in Kecksburg, Kentucky? What happened in Florida when the man was attacked? What happened when Travis Walton was attacked? There's almost no government response to this. It's one thing to say, well, they really can't do much. Well, yeah, they can. They can do something. They can try. I can't see them even trying. That's my thing. If these attacks are ongoing, like the people of Brazil say, why aren't the militaries stationing troops there, aircraft, trying to shoot some of these things down, trying to prevent the attacks to human citizens? That's my thing. And people, well, you want to start an intergalactic war? Well, they're already attacking us. By that definition, we're already at war. We pay tax dollars for a reason, people. If they can't defend us against this stuff, we need to find somebody who can. That's all I'm saying. And Donald Trump did create Space Force, so maybe they are working on it. So I got to give them that at least. The whole thing, there's a lot more questions than answers in that case. That's all I'm saying. Hope this finds everybody well. And anybody has any more information or comments or whatever, stick them down there. I'd be happy to read them. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.